second defendant is awarded the cost of 150,000. I want to get your reaction.
Our lawyers, as you know, are very competent lawyers. The lead counsel in this case, attorney, is Barrister Femi Falana, and the second lead counsel is Olumide Fusika. You know him. They applied to the court in writing that they want a different date from today and tomorrow, and informed us as their clients that they have written to the court and they expect the court to give a ruling on the matter. Of course, as you are aware, the federal government in the past had also applied through that same procedure to ask for secret witnesses and try in this court before, and they were honored. So only for us to be called at home that they had rushed to court to apply for the revocation of our bail. The reason they are doing that out of desperation, of course, you know, they don't have a real case against us. So they are looking for different ways through which they can return us back to prison. That is their plan. That is the reason they arrested us on January 1st, 2021, and kept us 11 days in different prisons and detention centers in Abuja. So you should understand this by now, because I know I see a lot of you regular faces covering this matter. So, but we have to respect the position of the judge, who said, well, since in the past she had awarded costs against the federal government over this kind of delays, she's going to award the cost against the second defendant, a student in his 20s who can barely afford to eat, whose only crime is protesting against bad governance in the country, to pay 150,000. If they had awarded the cost against me, I would have told the judge practically in the court that I don't have money. I have not worked in a year and a half. And she's aware of that. So you can't even assess cost against me. If someone is a debtor and he doesn't have a way of paying his debt, well, a difficult decision has been made. But again, don't let us be distracted by all this. This is desperation on the part of the federal government, as we have known it. They applied for me to be kept in Abuja for over a year and a half now. They detained me for 5 months. They've tried to detain me again. When you look at the course of events and activities undertaken by this ruthless junta, by Mr. Buhari, you understand that it has nothing to do with justice. This is just persecution and on the basis of frivolous charges. If they had been able to prove their case, they wouldn't have presented only one witness in a year and a half that this case has been going on. But they don't have a case, so they are looking and using subterfuge. But as you know, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just expressing my position as a Nigerian and somebody who has fought several governments with similar characteristics in the past. Don't forget that when Ken Sowore was alive, under the Babangida regime, there was a time that they made a law of conspiracy, criminal conspiracy, in which they don't require a second person or a third person to be involved in conspiracy to prove it in court. So we've seen this before. We've survived Babangida, survived Abacha, survived Obasanjo, survived all kinds of very wicked regimes, and we will survive this one too. Revolution.
No going back.